Hello everybody, how are we doing today? Guys, I did just literally a few days ago upload a video about this deck, and the deck list has not changed since then. I'm going to be real with you. However, I did just attend an OTS and I came second. I got my invite. Will I go to the World Qualifiers? Genuinely? Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to wait and see if I can get the time off work, to be honest. I'm not sure how this is going to play out yet. I'm going to do a very quick deck list because I've done it already. If you want to hear my more in-depth reasonings, go over to the video I made previously. I'll link it down below or somewhere. And I'll give you, it's a longer video, quite a long video, and I go into more in depth of my choices, but quick deck list, and then I will also do some pack openings, because when I was at the shop, that I bought 2 boxes of Alliance Insight, so I'll do that here, because it's fun to watch. Anyway, very quick deck list. I do 3 copies of Regenesis Archfiend. Of course I do. Very standard list here so far. 1 Sage, 1 Warrior, 1 Dragon, 1 Lord. Nothing out of the ordinary there. That's all fairly standard. 3 copies of Unicorn. Again, it's just an amazing card at the moment in this format. 2 copies of Fenrir, because again, it's really good. And I don't want to play 3 in case it gets a little bit bricky. But 2 seems like enough. 2's plenty. You know, 2's plenty enough. That's it for the main deck monsters that aren't hand traps. Then onto the hand traps. I run 3 Ash Blossom, because you have to run Ash Blossom. I run 3 Droll, because you have to run Droll. I run 3 for Warloss, because you have to run 3 for Warloss. And then I run 2 Ghost Ogre and 2 Ghost Spell. I like these both at 2. I find them bricky at 3, but 2, that, you know, I also found them actually to be genuinely quite impactful hand traps in this current format. I think the current format we're in, Imperm doesn't do enough. Imperm's more of a ball breaker than a hand trap, to be honest, at this point, which is not a bad thing, but I prefer these, you know. I think these work quite nicely here. And then that's it for the monsters. Again, I'm going to speed through this a little bit. I'm going to talk a little bit about my experience playing, and what some of the things that happened, some of the shenaniganry that happened, some of which I'm not very proud of, but I'll tell you about in a second. 3 copies of Code. Only 1 copy of Regenesis. I think if you play more than that, it gets a bit bricky, and also it can recur itself. So leave Archfiend in graveyard at the end of your opponent's turn, then use Regenesis to summon Archfiend, then use Archfiend to get back Regenesis, because you get from Banish as well. Simple. So it recurs itself, don't need more than 1. There you go. Then I run 2 copies of Pleasure Planet Raidsoff, 1 Birth and 1 Theosis, both fantastic cards as well. Then I run 3 copies of Pot of Extrav, because I like being able to draw cards. I feel like this deck, you just want to have a lot of hand advantage to do well. 1 Prosperity, 1 Call By, 1 Talent, and then 1 copy of Regenesis Birth. And that's it for the main deck. A nice round 40 cards. Again, I'm just speeding through a little bit because I did literally make this video a couple of days ago, so I'm just doing it again quickly. Extra deck, because I run Extrav, I just want to run like the best power cards in the extra deck. All apart from this one, which is 3 copies of Kashtira Shangri-Ira, I am going to try and find a replacement for it, because it just doesn't do anything. And if ever I'm prosperitying, I'm getting rid of 3 of these and then sort of other stuff, because I just don't use it. Then 3 copies of Big Eye, won me a game today at some point. 3 copies of Harmonizer Gradiel. Didn't use this today, but I was thinking about it at some point. 3 copies of Red Eyed Flare Metal Dragon. Again, didn't get a chance to use this because I was going to use it at some point, but I had to use Code to continue playing, and that locks you out of extra deck, so there you go. And then 3 Typhon. And again, I actually didn't summon Typhon today. I didn't have a chance to do so today, which is odd. Side deck that I ran today, I'm very happy with this side deck. I don't think I'm really going to change it, to be honest. Is 3 copy of Chaos Hunter, because it just has better synergies with this deck than Lancia. 2500 body, so you can summon your Regenesis stuff, and you can normal summon it off of Birth, which I did do at some point. It does work quite well. 2 copies of Meowls, 2 Perelia, 1 Feather Duster, 1 Lightning Storm, 2 Lightning Storm, because that's back row hate, got to be done. 1 Skill Drain, 1 Tikaboo, and 3 copies of Dragon's Mind. And that's it for the deck. There, again, sped through that because I just want to sort of get through to talking about the deck a little bit more on the experience playing. I don't remember all of my matchups. I know what the matchups were. I don't remember how they all exactly played out. But I can tell you exactly some of the things that happened. Game 1, I managed to eke out a win after a blinding misplay. So, game 1, I was going first. The chap I was playing against was on Fiendsmith Ryziel, and he decided to ash my... I don't know what... I think it was... What did I have? I think maybe just Regenesis. He ashed Regenesis, I think it was, and then I just had to pass. Because what? No, sorry, I said exactly what it was. I apologise. I got that completely wrong. So what happened was, in draw phase, he Perelia'd, and obviously I'm like, I just panic and I activate Ash, without realizing I actually couldn't summon anything that turn anyway. So I was literally just an Ash down, and that was it. Like, I was an Ash down, and I made a mistake and a misplay, and that was ridiculous. Only thing I had is that I could set Birth, Regenesis Birth, and I passed turn, and that was it. And that was, I was like, I've lost this first game completely. That's ridiculous. How absurd. I bricked real bad, and then I ashed needlessly, so it was very, very silly of me. He normal summoned Lacrima. He did Lacrima's effect, and on resolution, I birthed it to flip face down, and then he set one pass, because he also bricked, thankfully, so it didn't go too badly for me there. And then the next turn, I drew, I think, a Fenrir, I think it was, or I don't even remember what it was. I think I drew a Fenrir, and then so it's Fenrir into obviously get Unicorn, and then I had Birth in hand, so I activated Birth and normal summon that like went from there and won the game. So that was a fairly easy one. That was the most eventful thing that happened. Like, I 2-0'd the first guy. I don't remember how the second game went, but I know that I think I just hand trapped. I think I drolled him early on, or I don't remember what it was. I think I might have lost him. Don't remember. Game 2, I actually played against my mate Billy, so that was quite fun. It was nice to be like, hey, Billy, yo, mate. I managed to 2-0 Billy, who was playing Evil Hero Fiendsmith, very fun deck. Game 3, I played against Mitsurugi Raziel. I think I went first and won. Then, no, I think I went first and won. I don't remember how it went down, actually. Now that I'm saying that, I can't remember how it went down completely. Don't remember. Again, sorry, my memory of this is not that great. But I managed to eke out a win there again. I summoned Big Eye when all he had on field was a Murakumo, and then he had kind of just bricks in hand. So I Big Eyed the Murakumo. He top-decked nothing. I think he top-decked Ash. And then he just was like, right, scoop, game 3. And then game 3, I managed to, I think I drolled him, and then I just won. I managed to have enough in hand to OTK. Game 4. Now, game 4, some unfortunate shenaniganry happened, which I won't lie, I feel very bad about. So I was playing against this chap, lovely fella, on Mitsurugi Raziel, very nice man, met him a few times, very friendly. On Wednesday, I sold him the Mitsurugi stuff, and me selling him the Mitsurugi stuff actually managed to pay for my cat's vet bill. So I felt even worse for what happened. But we went, game 1, I think he went first and won. Game 1, I went first and won. Game 2, he went first and won. Game 3, I went first, bricked real bad. The only hope I had is that I top decked 2 droll, which I was hoping that would be enough. Apparently his hand was nothing but gas, and droll wouldn't have stopped him. But unfortunately, the poor fella, he had put some of his extra deck cards into, his main deck cards into his extra deck without realizing. Only when he went to check, I was like, oh, my 3 Habakiris in my extra deck, and was like, that's my siding pattern was off. Now, I didn't know what the protocol was there, so I called a judge over. I was like, I don't know what to do. This is like a bit more of a serious tournament. I'm going to call the judge. If genuinely, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, if the judge had said, you have the option of resetting and starting again, you can do it, I would have been like, sure, we can do that, that's fine. But the judge was like, game lost, sorry, just like immediately, just done. So that's how I won, because he would have won that game. I had no right to win that game. He should have come first, if not second, in the tournament. I feel bad about it, I genuinely do, but it's just, Judge said what Judge said. You know, it's one of those things. And I feel even worse because he did pay for the cat vet bill. I was like, no, he didn't know who's paying for that. He was just buying cards, but obviously that's what that paid for that day. The last game was against Malice. Malice, he went first. He went full combo. Before I played, I went to go game 2 because there's no point in me. I didn't have enough stuff to get through it. Game 2, I managed to normal summon Unicorn. Sorry, special summon Unicorn, I should say. Effect to get Birth. Activate Birth, normal summon Chaos Hunter. He was like, yep, game 3, sure. Then game 3 is a bit more of a back and forth, a little bit. He went first. I managed to get Chaos Hunter out during his turn. During my turn, I bricked real bad. I normally don't like to blame bricking. I feel like if I have to blame bricking, I've just lost because I'm not doing well. But I do like to look where I could have done better and learn from my mistakes. But I did brick on the last game there because I top decked Chaos Hunter, 2 Lightning Storm, which is like, that's annoying. Chaos Hunter, 2 Lightning Storm, and a Sage and a Regenesis, Kashtira pressure planet right off. So the best thing I could do to try and just stop him from playing was simply to, I guess I'll drop a Lightning Storm for Chaos Hunter and go from there. I top decked it for Wylos, which what's the point of that? That's annoying. Which I did on the first game, I top deck for Wylos after he went full combo. It's very frustrating. And then I had to I think I summoned Sage, and he Solemn Striked it. So Sage was gone, and I just had Chaos Hunter on board, and I set a Lightning Storm to hopefully try and bait something out. And then next turn, he managed to summon Red Ransom by using the Atagnista package that didn't require banishing. Red Ransom flipped the attack to defense over. He attacked over it, managed to OTK. So that was that. That's how the last game went. But that's it. Yeah, that's my experience with what happened today. Overall, very happy. Gotta say, I got my invite to the World Championship qualifiers. Hopefully, I'll be able to go. Again, I don't really know if I'll be able to, but maybe we'll see. We'll see. There might if I can get the time off work and if I can save the money to book. It's not long to go. These things. It's only like 2 months away. Less than that even. It's less than 2 months away. So it's a little bit like, oh, am I going to be able to go? You know what I mean? I'd like to. It's a matter of if I'm going to be literally able to do. But we'll see how it goes. I've got nationals this coming, end of this month anyway, so in a couple of weeks, at least mid-month. So that's the plan there. But yeah, that's how the day went. Like I said, I'm very happy with how the deck played. I'm very happy with how I played. I'm quite proud of myself, I won't lie. I played out of my mind today. I made a couple of misplays, like I said, but they luckily were not too detrimental that they lost me the game that they were in. And then, as I said, I now do have a lovely pack opening that I want to show you guys, because why not? You know what I mean? I've got 2 boxes. So unfortunately, and this is kind of, do I want to talk about this? I want to talk about this. Sorry, ignore that. But basically, these were like a marked down cost in the shop. He was like, "Hey, these are £55 now." So I was like, well, I mean, I might as well pick up a couple of those. So I picked up a couple of these. Hopefully I'll get some cool pulls. If I don't, I will scream. No, I'll be alright. These are the 9th and 10th boxes of this I've opened respectively. So I've opened quite a few alliance inside. But yeah, let's just get into the pack opening. Something a bit different and a bit fun. I thought I'd just add this because it's just, I don't really need to make a full deck list. I've done that. I've made the deck list. It's done. So I've explained everything. So I thought, yeah, I'll just do something a bit more fun. I'll do the pack opening. I'll do something a bit of fun. Anything good? Ooh, immediately. Witch of the White Fire. Okay. Off to a good start there. Off to a good start. I like it. Big fan of that. I had the sneak peek up all of those in QCR. I was very happy about that. Right, I am just going to speed through these. I know it's not the most satisfying way to do it, but I've opened so many of these boxes. So much of I'm not kidding. So much of this is going straight into the bin because I just have opened so many of these. There is simply no point in keeping all of even the supers. I have playsets of most of the supers. Not the camera there, sorry. I have playsets of most of the supers, and therefore it's like, what's the point in keeping all these? It'll be silly to keep all of these. I actually need one of those. No, sorry, I don't. I've got a bunch already for the Atagnista deck. But yeah, there you are. Game was actually a very fun day overall. I had a lot of fun games that I played, even if they weren't like I'm hoping that my opponents had fun as well. This obviously Kashtira Regenesis is a control deck, and that can be sometimes a bit unfun to play against, but I'm hoping they had all had a good time. I had a good time today. Even if I hadn't won, I'd have had fun. I enjoy this game, That might sound like a bit of a sort of a hackneyed thing to say, just to be like, oh, I hope everyone just has fun. But genuinely, I just enjoy this game. I like going to the tournaments. I enjoy opening the packs. I like, the community involved. I like everyone getting involved and having a good time. It's just a fun time playing this game, So I have no issue with sounding a bit hackneyed and a bit saccharine, a bit sickly sweet for just being like, you know what, yeah, hey, you know what, I enjoy myself, I have fun. Like I'm going to speed through these a little bit to see what I'll get. World of Spirits, nothing exciting there. 2 boxes. Do I want to open 2 boxes on camera? I probably will, because there might be something good. Which one? Kiss or Kill Deal. Because now I'm doing it, I'm like, I've opened so many. It's less exciting for me because I've done so many of these. Oh, this is the 6th one of these I pulled that no one wants. I also, so my entry packs today, my prize packs. Entry packs, I pulled a QCR number 69 Heraldric Crest. Ooh, that's actually good. 69 Heraldric Crest, what's it called? Dark Matter, whatever it is, you know that one? Dark Matter Demolition. And then on the prize packs, I pulled another copy of Regenesis, which is like, that's my 5th copy. I don't need that. I gave that to someone because I was like, hey, you need this for your deck. I don't need this. There you go, mate. Listen, like, have a good day. Enjoy yourself. There's that. I'm feeling good after getting me invite, so there you go. You know, there you go, buddy. There you go, buddy. I was feeling generous. I was feeling good about myself, you know. So I thought, why not? Elixir. Who wants Elixir, really? This is probably the worst pack opening that's ever been on YouTube because I don't do the sort of, oh, what's next? Oh, I'm just like, hey, I've opened so many of these packs. I don't care. I'm just going to flip to where the good card is, and if I want it, cool. If I don't want it, well. But there you go. I might do a trade binder video at some point because I've got a lot of Alliance Insight. As you can tell, a lot of Alliance Insight stuff in there. Ooh, Song of the Dominators, nice. That's I actually have a playset of that now. I was considering selling those, but now that I've got a playset, I might as well keep them. It might become good at some point. If ever there's a deck in which that is good and is a good deck worth playing, might as well keep it. Might as well keep it, truthfully. Heralded Beast Griffin. I think there was a guy there playing Heralded Beast Ryziel today. Like, I think the hand loop one that summons Dark Matter. I could be wrong. I know he wants a QCR Dark Matter. I didn't get a chance to talk to him about it, actually. Didn't get a chance to discuss it with him. But there you go. Near the end of this box now, so I've only had 2 Ultras and 2 Secrets. So most likely the Secrets are now done in this box. Stack of Vengeance Dragon, I think that might be all the pulls for this box. I might get a QCR, might get a cheeky 3rd Secret. It happens at times, you know. Might get a bit of a cheeky 3rd Secret, you know. Let's see what we got. Poplar. There you go. I'm also very happy because there's a bunch of White Forest there, and I'm very happy that I didn't play any White Forest today, because I kid you not, I struggle with that deck. I do not know how to play against White Forest, I'm telling you that. I think you need, like, you either need roll, or you need, like, a handful of hand traps, otherwise it just keeps playing. The deck is nothing but gas, and it's like, I genuinely have considered picking it up myself. Oh, and a 3rd Secret, Dareburst Our Vengeance. Wait, is that the 3rd Secret? No, it's not. A 2nd one. I'm lying. 2nd Secret. Dareburst Our Vengeance. Very good. I'll take it. But yeah, it's like, well, that card as well. It's just, the deck is just gas and no breaks. And I find that difficult to play against for what should be obvious reasons, you know. Last pack in the box. Let's see if it's anything any good. Nah, that's all right. I'll tell you what, I am actually going to cut this video there because I'm blocking the camera there as well. It's long enough, and pack openings I'm not good at doing, so I'm going to cut it there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Been a pleasure to be with you all here, as usual. And yeah, see you soon. I will, if you're going to Nats, I'll see you at Nats. If you're going to the World Championship qualifiers, hey, I might see you there, you know. Congratulations. That's what I should say to myself. Words. Right, take care. Bye-bye.